There's something special about booting up an old game, the familiar chime of a start screen, the blocky graphics that somehow feel warm and comforting, the soundtrack that hits just right. For many players, classic games aren't just entertainment. They're time capsules that hold pieces of who we were when we first played them. But as we replay these titles, it's worth asking, are old games really better, or are we just chasing nostalgia? Nostalgia is a powerful emotional force. When we think back to childhood or earlier gaming days, we're not just remembering the game, we're remembering the feelings that came with it. The excitement of unwrapping a new console, playing with friends after school, or discovering hidden secrets for the first time all become part of the experience. When we replay an old title, those emotions come flooding back, making the game seem better than it might objectively be. Older games often thrived on simplicity. Limited technology forced developers to focus on gameplay, creativity, and challenge rather than cinematic realism. There were no sprawling open worlds or massive tutorials, just you, your controller, and a clear goal. That straightforward design made these games easy to pick up but hard to master, creating experiences that were both memorable and rewarding. Modern games are technical marvels with breathtaking graphics, orchestral soundtracks, and massive worlds. Yet many players feel they lack the same soul. That might be because older games connected with players on a personal level. The rough edges and imagination required to fill in gaps gave them charm. In a sense, nostalgia acts like a filter, softening flaws and amplifying what we loved most. For me, Red Faction 2 is the perfect example of how nostalgia shapes the way we remember games. When I think about it, it wasn't just the gameplay that hooked me, it was the feeling of playing it. The gritty visuals, the chunky explosions, and that early 2000s sci-fi atmosphere all come rushing back the moment I hear its soundtrack. I remember the sense of awe I felt the first time I used the GIL mod technology to blast through walls, realizing the environment wasn't just decoration, it was part of the fight. It felt revolutionary back then, and even today, that memory gives the game an emotional weight that newer titles just don't match. Revisiting Red Faction to now, I can see its flaws. The AI isn't great, the controls feel dated, and the story is simple compared to modern standards, but somehow, none of that matters. What keeps it special is how it connects me to a time when games felt more personal, when discovery mattered more than polish. It's not just a shooter, it's a snapshot of who I was when I first played it. That's the power of nostalgia. It turns a game into a memory, and a memory into something timeless. So, is it nostalgia or quality? The answer is probably both. Classic games stand the test of time because they're built on solid design principles, tight controls, engaging challenges, and clear goals, but nostalgia colors how we perceive them. It's not just that the games were good, it's that they were ours asterisk. They remind us of a simpler time, when gaming felt pure and personal. And that feeling is something no amount of ray tracing or DLC can recreate. The conclusion is, maybe we don't go back to old games because they're better, we go back because they remind us why we fell in love with gaming in the first place. In the end, nostalgia and quality aren't opposites. They work together to keep those pixelated worlds alive in our hearts.